Which battlefield are you headed to?
If this story is to be believed, then perhaps a holy artifact yet remains hidden in that land.
The same holy artifact the first Emperor of Adrestia used in his effort to unite Fodlan. If we could retrieve it, it would go a long way toward preventing an Imperial invasion.
Unfortunately, the area is currently a den of rather villainous scum. And as the Knights of Seros cannot spare any personnel, our options for procuring the artifact are unfortunately rather limited. I certainly cannot do it alone.
But you are not alone. I will be right beside you.
You will not, Flame. I shall not take you anywhere so dangerous.
That ship has long since sailed. I have already been a part of more battles than I can count.
Perhaps, but still.
I will be coming as well. I have no intention of foisting this task upon the two of you, while I remain behind in comfort and safety.
You surely jest.
I have already asked Cyril to prepare for my departure.
I see now. You had this all planned before you even mentioned it to me.
I did. Oh, and you need not worry. While it has been a time since I last set foot on a battlefield, I can surely hold my own against a lowly pack of brigands.
That is not my concern. I know your true strength better than any. My worry is that our destination lies deep within enemy territory. If something unforeseen were to occur, and the Church to lose its Archbishop, it would be our downfall. If we truly need this artifact, then I will go. Alone.
You speak of the Church's downfall as a hypothetical, yet it is already upon us. As such, it is my duty to set things to rights.
Is now a good time, Lady Rhea?
Of course, Cyril. Please, come in. Oh, you.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I had a feeling you wouldn't like this. Cyril insisted I come, so here I am. You're headed for a den of thieves, right? This kind of stuff is my bread and butter. You should let me help.
It felt kind of weird being your sole bodyguard on such a dangerous mission, Lady Rhea. So I thought another sword might come in handy. I'm real sorry if I overstepped.
Hey, if you feel like you can't trust me on this one, I'm happy to go find a cozy bed and nap the rest of the day away. So, what do you say?
King Dimitri has spoken quite highly of you. I also hear you lead your own private force and are well respected within the kingdom's army. If you are prepared to assist us, I will take it.
I have heard much the same, and yet...
Then it is decided. Oh, and you will be handsomely compensated for your time, of course.
Don't worry about paying me. I know things are tough for the Church right now, so you can consider this one a freebie. I may be a mercenary, but the Kingdom's currently got me on retainer. So let's just combine the two and call it a day, yeah? Besides, it sounds like a pretty simple job to me.
In that case, you have our thanks.
Afraid I can't be away for long, though, or my actual employers are gonna get annoyed.
Our destination is a nearby mountain hamlet. It was once a holy site for the Church, and apparently has some connection to Saint Indek. Sadly, its history has long since been forgotten, but this is our chance to liberate it from its new and villainous residents.
Excellent, Lady Rhea. Let us be off with all speed.
Easy, Flame. I will go on ahead and scout the enemy. You can come later with the others. Ah, and I would like you to come with me.
Glad to.
Cyril, I trust you to keep Flame and the Archbishop safe. Is that understood?
Yeah, of course.
Seteth certainly seems worried about you, Flame.
Oh, this is how he always is. My brother has been captured? Oh, how simply awful!
Sorry for not stopping it. But I promise we'll save him, alright?
The bandits are blocking all of the paths. But which one even leads to my brother?
I vote we take them all out. We'll find the one that leads to Seteth eventually.
I will give it my all.
Whenever it comes to you, dear Flame, Seteth completely loses his composure.
Yes, it truly is rather embarrassing.
Appreciate the help, but I was actually surprised you came with us. Why did you anyway?
Honestly, I don't know you churchy types very well. And this seemed like a good chance to fix that.
We shall attack together!
How sad that this land should be forsaken.
Oh, my turn! This should be of use. Now we can move forward again. Hold fast, Seteth. We are coming for you!
Be careful, Flame. I fear for Seteth if anything should happen to you.
Not a problem.
Brother, we need you! Out of the way!
My apologies.
Just one moment, please.
I had hoped to scout the enemy and secure a clear path for it.
Both of your celebrations are premature. We still have to deal with these brigands.
Lady Rhea is so powerful. Does she even need me protecting her?
You're hurt, brother. Allow me to heal you.
Now, let us uproot these bandits and locate the holy artifact.
And perhaps we will get some information out of them in the process.
Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done! Not a problem. I've got this.
I will give it my all. I shall...
Onward!
Sorry to worry you, Flame. I am better. Now, leave the rest to me.
I will give it my all.
I shall protect you.
This stronghold will fall!
Hidden in this land.
I will give it my all.
Do you know aught about it?
Oh, my turn.
Take a breather.
I don't know nothing about nobody.
Here it comes! You're done!
Got me.
Do not lose hope. The artifact's value would be lost on one such as him.
Have you seen any ancient items nearby?
Actually, I heard there's a shield or something if you go further in.
That must be the holy artifact Saint Seros and Great Emperor Wilhelm hid away. Let us be off.
We know where to look for it now. We must hurry and see what we can find.
Seteth or I should be able to spot it.
Not a problem.
Indek once had a workshop in this mountain hamlet, though there is no sign of it anymore.
So much time has passed that all has withered and faded. I can only hope the shield itself yet remains intact.
Lady Rhea, I found some kind of shield. Could this be the one?
Unfortunately, no. But it must be nearby.
The bandits! They are no match for our combined might. Ah, here it is.
This is indeed the shield crafted by Indek for Keyhole, and later passed to Great Emperor Wilhelm himself.
It was made for, St. Keyhole? Amazing.
Oi, hold on! Fucking waltz in here and take my shield?
You know nothing of its true value, and greed is all that motivates you. I shall rid you of that impulse.
This shield should have belonged to Keyhole, but Seros,
That was 1,000 years ago. And Great Emperor Vilnius is long gone as well.
Now, how did I lose?
may you find peace with the goddess.
Fine work, everyone. Let us head back. I have not
We successfully drove out the bandits and recovered the holy artifact. I must thank you all for your help. Truly, the goddess has blessed us this day.
So that shield is the artifact?
It is actually one of the sacred weapons. I am certain you know of them.
Oh, right. I remember hearing how Saint Indek made him a long time ago.
I see someone has been studying. Many people mistakenly believe the sacred weapons were forged by Saint Macule. In truth, most were forged by Indek, then imbued with power by Macule.
It is said that this one, the Okine Shield, was created by Indek for Saint Keyhole.
They were such good friends. Or so I once read.
Indeed, but Seros decided to gift the shield to the first Emperor of Adrestia instead. Do you know who that was?
It was, yeah, let's see if Cyril knows.
It was... Vil something, right?
Wilhelm Paul Resvelg, the only person to hold the title of Great Emperor in the history of Adrestia. At first, he merely ruled over Enbar, but then Seros imparted the revelation of the goddess upon him. In the blink of an eye, he forged an empire and raised an army to unite the war-torn land of Fodlan. His battle raged for decades. Much blood was shed.
Seros and the Four Saints fought beside the Empire at this time, which is why the struggle is now known as the War of Heroes.
Huh. Did you know all that, Cyril?
Don't use my ignorance to feel better about yourself.
Finally, Nemesis, the leader of the opposing forces, was defeated at the Battle of Tailteen. Having achieved his chief ambition, Great Emperor Wilhelm ceded the throne to his son, Lycaon. Wilhelm continued to assist Lycaon in battle. But Lycaon perished at a young age, and Wilhelm soon retreated into the background. He relinquished this shield to Seros, and together they returned it to Indek's workshop.
Then it lay forgotten for over 1,000 years.
1,000 years? It doesn't look anywhere near that old.
That is because Uncle Indek was so skilled. In fact, he was the finest blacksmith who ever lived.
Uncle?
I mean Saint Indek. They call him Uncle in some fables, so I misspoke.
Alas, in the present day, the Adrestian Emperor is attempting to eradicate the Church of Seros. They forget their very origins. It is nothing short of pure blasphemy. Here, the shield is yours. We also recovered other useful items from the bandits, and they are yours as well.
Really?
The Archbishop wishes it.
Just as Great Emperor Wilhelm once used this shield to defeat the wicked Nemesis. I pray you might use it to defeat the wayward Emperor Edelgard.
But I'm just a mercenary, you know? Not sure I'm prepared to handle something so fancy.
I see. In that case, I will simply have it delivered to King Dimitri directly. Indek's superhuman talent and Wilhelm's fierce will, Seros's wishes for Fodlan, and the blessing of the goddess herself. All these things dwell within the shield. I am certain it will lead the way to victory for you, as well as all adherents of the Seros faith.
I can accept your words at least, and I'll make sure to pass them on to Dimitri.
See that you do. I expect great things from you all.
do what I must.
I won't fail.
The fight starts now. They're not taking this from us.
We can still reverse our fortunes.
Not a problem. I've got this.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
I'll do what I can. Stand.
I'm going.
By my command, march!
Retreat!
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
We did it!
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
This is not yet the time for celebration.
Retreat!
Well, what's next?
It's not over. It's not over. Witness our valiant efforts.
Give in!
I'll do what I can.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Awaited this moment.
Too easy.
Take a breather.
Let us press our advantage further.
You called?
Is that all we've got?
I'm going.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
I shall take the lead.
Nice one. Is that all we've got?
I'll
Take a
face my
breather.
comrades after this.
I've awaited this moment.
We can ill afford defeat here.
feeble defense.
I don't know how we held them off, but we did.
So, what do you think?
Hey!
Time to go.
I can depart at once. The fight starts now.
Time is short. We must rescue them at once.
We've still got options on the table. Don't worry, we'll make it through this.
Lend me your strength!
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
Begin the operation. I'll handle this.
Stand back!
Come on, take this!
Tough luck! Hey, you tried! This one's ours. Where to next?
I've awaited this moment.
Take a breather.
Allow me.
You're mine! You'll never win! Thank you, my friend. A great success.
I'm all right.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Is that all we've got? What's next? I'm waiting.
We will have to hold the line for now. Be patient and wait for an opening.
The sweet taste of success.
Begin the operation. I have your back.
Hear you loud and clear. Come on, let's hear you loud and clear. Leave the backup to me.
Not a problem.
Stand back.
I shall take the lead.
This should make a good foothold.
Yeah, right!
Take a breather. I'll handle this.
Attack! Give them no quarter!
Can't fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
Begin the operation.
Watch and learn.
Is that all? Feeble defense.
It's not over.
You'll have to take things from here.
We made it in time. Thank the goddess.
Yes. Aryan Road's defensive capabilities have weakened considerably.
Do you still doubt me, Your Majesty? After I was so kind to sell you that delicious little tip about the secret passage.
Sneaky little whelp. I never uttered a word of that to you.
No, but the Count did. I won't be sharing under what circumstances, though.
I cannot overstate what a boon it is to have members of House Rowe aiding us during our siege of the Silver Maiden. Though it's truly a shame we could not stop the kingdom from reclaiming your territory.
The fault is mine. Such stumbles would never have occurred had I not faltered on the Leicester front. Count Rowe swore his allegiance to the Empire, yet our failure in battle granted our enemy free reign of his land.
Which is exactly why we've come to take it back. The internal strife plaguing the kingdom leaves them nigh defenseless. We cannot let this opportunity pass us by.
Indeed. Hubert would never let us hear the end of it, were we to overlook this chance. At least he finds himself busy with the Alliance for now.
Your Majesty, we've received word that the Knights of Seros have been dispatched to Aryan Road. Few in number as their force may be, they are still some of the finest knights in all the continent, and well suited to a defensive struggle. I suggest we settle this matter at once, before the kingdom's main army arrives to further bolster their fortification.
Lord Gwendol, Yuri, this is why your actions will be so vitally important to our effort.
Yes, Your Majesty. Preparations are already complete. Follow me. I will escort you to the passageway.
As long as I receive my pay, you'll get whatever effort your gold can buy.
I will not allow things to end like this. No. This battle shall be the prime occasion to atone for my mistakes.
What a faithful man you are. Never flagging in your duty to that wretched Count. I suppose House Rowe must want its territory back quite badly, considering the fortune they were willing to pay me.
I see you've not lost that insolent mouth of yours. You should have refused the offer if you found it distasteful.
I enjoyed dealing with that decrepit old fool as little as you did. But he still paved my path into the Academy. I've never liked the thought of owing him a favor, and this will finally settle our account. Now then, I should be off.
Yuri.
What is it, old man? Spit it out.
I pray for your safety.
Do what you will. I only pray you find a suitable place to breathe your last.
Greetings. I won't let you down.
For House Fraldarius.
The fight starts now.
I'm gonna pull my weight. Just you watch.
Yeah, we can win this! Let the battle begin! Move out!
Forward march! And don't let me catch you lagging behind!
I'll give it 1000%. Leave everything to me.
We will proceed as planned.
We must act now, before the worry sets in.
Not a problem.
Allow me. Fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
We did it!
We must act now. Let us see what we can do.
Not a problem.
Just watch.
You know what they say about playing with fire. I'm dragging the others down.
This is not yet the time for celebration.
Is that all we've got?
Let's get started.
We will proceed as planned.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Think I could use this.
We're not losing to anyone!
I'm not gonna lose. Catch
I can't say I like how this is unfolding.
I've awaited this.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Just watch.
Were you watching over me, Lambert?
I pray you continue supporting the kingdom as gallantly as you once did my father.
Hurry up and help me, you fools!
Gotcha!
Shall we begin our attack?
I'm still alive and kicking.
That's so.
Have to do my best.
I'll do my best.
Let's earn our keep.
Hurry, everyone. There's someone who needs our help.
We can still fight our way out of this.
We need some help, and fast!
We will proceed as planned. I will move to assist.
I'll do my best. I'll back them up.
Shall we? Let's start the attack.
A resounding success.
Strongholds out!
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Let's begin, shall we?
Retreat!
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
I won't lose! Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
A resounding success.
So, what's next?
Right on.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
guess running away's our only option.
Shall we? Let...
That wasn't so bad.
I almost feel sorry for them.
I'm glad we made it in time.
Uh-huh.
The fight starts now.
Let's go, everyone.
Victory will be ours. Together.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best.
I'll do my best. Leave this to me.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
I got this!
We can ill afford defeat here. We're in bad shape over here.
Have to try. There. Please retreat.
A fine fight. Raise your voices in victory.
Let's earn our keep.
Let's go, everyone. I'm sure we'll win.
I'm with you. I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
This is bad.
You'll have to take things from here.
Have to keep the momentum going.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Leave this to me.
Allow me.
I've awaited this
This
moment.
place won't be a problem anymore.
I'm all right. Can I face my comrades after this?
I'll do my best. Let's move.
Shall we? Come with me, everyone.
Not a problem.
Not falter.
Time to make a name for ourselves.
Just wait.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Shall we?
Bear witness to my might.
Yes, we did it.
This will make a fine football.
So, what's next?
Let us press our advantage further.
This is all my fault.
I'll do my best.
Fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
Looks like that's it for us.
I think that worked.
For the Empire! Imperial General Vladislava is here to fight!
I got you now!
Who needs a back
Thanks for the help, everyone. We couldn't have done this without a group effort.
What you think?
Right.
Bring your company over to the Western Wall. I'll defend the interior myself.
Yes, Lady Catherine.
Been a while since I've had the pleasure of watching you work, Catherine.
I could say the same of you. It's been, what, 2 years now since you left the Knights? You picked some time for a reunion.
The kingdom called and I answered. That's it. Besides...
What? If you got words for me, then spit them out.
Words, huh? You know, I wasn't sure what to expect when I heard there was an ex-bandit playing general over here. But your orders are precise, and you have some serious tactical know-how. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were a trained leader.
Sometimes even bandits have great commanders. Not often, but I've seen it happen.
Our lands were always under siege by Srang forces. Got defense strategies practically beaten into me when I was a little kid.
You really are the former heir to House Gautier, then. I heard a lot about you when I was a kid myself. I'd always hoped to spar with you one day. Never thought you'd end up disowned.
Cram it. I'm the one who cut ties with that rotten house of mine.
You've done well to stay alive since.
Yeah, because I've got a purpose now. I'm gonna show the world that if I act all proper, even a crestless loser like me can accomplish whatever he wants. Ugh, made me sick to my stomach hearing that drivel. Even sicker coming from some weak-willed king with a crest who's been spoon-fed his whole life.
Yet here you are, fighting in his army. And well, at that.
Yeah, turns out the king's not the only weak-willed one around here. You know what they said to me? That I wasn't gonna be held back by crests anymore. That the only thing tying me down now was my own past mistakes. Now look at me, square at the top of a squad full of crest bearers and none alike. But ridiculous as it sounds, part of me's actually come to like it.
Lady Catherine, our enemies are within the fortress, but all of the gates were sealed.
This is Aryan Road we're talking about. There's probably more than a few hidden passageways we're not aware of in here.
The former lord of this fortress, Count Rowe, fell in battle, but I doubt he was the only one familiar with the secrets of its construction.
Then we'll have to fight them off until reinforcements arrive. I will cut these trespassers down in one fell swoop.
We don't even know how many of them there are yet. Looks like I'm finally settling my debts.
Such a bleak outlook will only consign you and your soldiers to defeat.
Why you... Forget it. Look, if you want to make it out of this alive, you'll listen close. A fortress like this has always got a secret passage. There's only a few places it could be.
The fighting has reached Aryan Road's inner walls. The enemy must have entered through some unknown route.
I'm glad they're already in. Just means more chances to show what I can do.
I appreciate your confidence. Is everyone prepared? Today, we will deal a decisive blow not only to the vile Emperor, but to all of Adrestia. And I will be depending on each and every one of you to do it. Now, with me!
I'm ready.
You can leave this to me.
Please hurry.
I will move to assist.
I'll do what I'm here to help.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Majesty,
Leave this
the
to
enemy
me.
used a secret passage to infiltrate the fortress, and have already engaged Catherine and her unit.
Let us help them at once. We cannot afford failure. Lend me your strength. Ariamo is too valuable.
Take a breather.
So they really did find a back way in. Seems like the main gate's still closed. Thankfully, the controls aren't too far off.
I shall
Take a breather.
Begin the operation. I have your back.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive.
I'll do my best. I'm a little...
They've stationed units around the controls for the gate. We'll need to fight our way past them if we're to have any hope of opening it.
Let's link up.
Let us begin.
We'll do it together.
I've got you now.
Let us crush their defenses.
They spotted me. Guess I've lost a step.
That's Shamir. We must assist her.
This is where I die. Not the most comfortable place for an eternal sleep.
I'll do my best. My turn. Shamir is in dire trouble. We must help her at once.
I've awaited this moment.
That should clear our way into the fortress.
Surprised you came for me. I guess I should return the favor.
Some assistance, please. Go! Now! I'll do all I can! I've got you now!
More kingdom forces! Quick, request reinforcement!
Begin the upper. I have your back. Not a problem. I've got this.
We will proceed as planned.
It's from the main army.
We will proceed as planned.
Stop the messengers! If they send in more troops, we'll never reach the main hall.
You're safe here. Please, go rest. You can leave this to us.
Appreciate it.
One of the Gautier brats, huh? Don't tell me you actually want to fight. That's not over.
I'm a lot more than some stupid family name. I'll knock your teeth out for that.
But isn't someone feisty? Fine. Show me what you can do.
Miquelon and Gwendol are fighting. It's probably for the best that I don't go help him, honestly.
Perhaps, but we can't abandon him either. Let us open this gate and hurry to Miquelon's aid.
So we have to open this gate before we can open the one at the main hall? Well, that's annoying.
True to its fame, the Silver Maiden's arsenal is robust indeed.
There. No reinforcements should be showing up now.
Not a problem. I've got this.
We will proceed as planned.
That's one.
Not bad, but not good enough to beat me. Well,
It might be different if you had a crest, but there's no way I'm losing to some crestless old man.
sure know what you are. But can you bite? Let's find out, shall we, Miquelon?
I'll do all I can! I've got you now!
Not a problem. I've got this.
We will proceed as planned.
It appears we're in time. We will help bolster the main hall.
Wow, the old man's here. Guess it really never hurts to ask.
I shall take the lead.
Let us crush their defenses.
This stronghold will fall!
There should be one more device to open the gates to the main hall.
My turn?
We'll need to locate them.
You really don't hold anything back, do you? It's time I put you out of your misery.
What a joke. Still, at least I bought us all the time we needed.
I didn't expect you to give me that much trouble. You put up a fine fight, well, or should I say, Sir Micklon.
I may have disowned him as my son, but I see no reason not to avenge him.
I can't believe he kept that many forces away from the main hall. That brother of mine really was something.
Everyone prepare to fire! We'll give him hell!
We won't get very far like this. We need to set those weapons down first.
Go! Now!
I'll do all I can. I got you now!
I've awaited this moment.
Not a problem.
You've got spirit, I'm impressed.
That's big talk from someone who looks like he's got one foot in the grave.
Oh no, Catherine! We must go to her aid!
Now the stronghold is ours. Let's turn these things off.
I see the whelps are all here. Think any of you can kill me? We'll go together.
As long as we're together, yeah!
We will not lose this day!
Stand down! As far as graves go. Yes. This'll do.
This stronghold will fall!
Strike is won. A knight with no lord to serve faces adversity.
My turn.
I shall take the lead.
Guess I really dragged you down there. Thanks for the help. I live for this!
Begin the operation. I have your back.
Not a problem. I've got this.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
This stronghold will fall!
Let us crush their defenses.
Now, on me!
I'm coming.
Perfect. Now the trap should be disabled too.
That should put a stop to the attacks, too.
Well done, everyone. All that's left is to invade the main hall.
Report. A large Imperial force is advancing on the Aryan Road perimeter.
And I bet the Emperor is with them. What's our move, Bor?
We will not give the fortress back to them. All forces, move to intercept!
You should know that this fortress is one fun surprise after another. Well, would you look at that? A hidden staircase.
They opened another secret passage? Whoever that is must be quite familiar with the construction of this place.
My turn. Leave this to me! It's someone from House Rome. Oh, then maybe we can persuade him to join our side.
As long as we're together.
We will not lose this day! Stand down!
Aryan Road is a key position for us. We must retake it, even if we suffer losses in the process.
I can't believe I got myself dragged out here.
If they get the main hall, we'll lose the whole battle. Plus, we've got to protect the strongholds all around it, too.
All of you, prepare to close the gates. This complicated fortress is working in our favor.
Time to go to work. Sounds good. I'll provide support. Not a problem. I'm here to help.
I'll do my best.
Let me at him!
I knew it. You're from House Rome. We sure could use you on our side. What do you say?
Well, when you put it that way, I guess I would prefer not to get butchered.
Cover me! To victory! Here it comes! You're done!
Now, close the gates. Lure the enemy in.
Defensive formations. Let's send the enemy packing.
Take a breather.
I'll be jumping out here. I'm not ready to die yet after all. My turn!
Guard this place with your lives.
I am Valdemar von Hector, Imperial Minister of Domestic Affairs. My reasons for being here are my own.
I'll do all I can! I've got you now!
There's no sense in getting myself killed. I shall retreat.
Take the lead.
Nice one. That's a huge relief.
Excellent. That's their vanguard commanders dealt with. The question now is, where is Edelgard?
We will crush the Kingdom Army and seize Aryan Road once and for all. Forward!
This battle shall determine the fate of the Western Front. We must show them the might of the Empire.
time to go to work. Sounds good. I'll provide support.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
We can take her down here. The war is over. Everyone, now is the time to rally against the Empire.
We must not lag behind Edelgard. Everyone, forward!
They've mobilized. We must defeat them quickly.
As long as we're together? Yeah!
We will not lose this day! Stand down!
Unfortunately, I really do have quite a lot to live for. So I must take my leave. But revenge will be mine.
He's gone. I would have liked to take him out here and now, though, considering how spirited he is.
I have no mercy for any who oppose me. Prepare to die!
My turn. My turn.
We will proceed as planned. I will move to assist.
Not a problem.
Attack! Give them no quarter!
Nice try!
Show them how firmly our defenses can hold.
Hey, it's all over for us if that stronghold falls. Aren't you gonna do something?
Still fight! That stronghold is critical to us. It cannot fall.
Let me at him.
It will take more than this to stop me.
I have our chance. I cannot let it go to waste.
Take a breather, son.
I've awaited this
I'll be
moment.
the one to bring her down.
I shall take.
I live. My turn.
You got my back?
Let us begin.
We'll do it together.
It seems you are the victor in this fight. I bid you farewell.
No escape! Indeed, this moment will be the doom of you both.
Thales,
Dear Edelgard, it has been far too long.
is it so? Have you really found an ally in Dimitri?
What lie is this?
So you are not allies? That makes more sense. I can't imagine you joining forces with the man who killed your father.
If what you say is the truth, if this man murdered my father, then you and I have much to talk about. Till then, nobody lays a hand on you.
Is that?
That's enough. I'm all right. Really.
No, you're not. And I'm not gonna let you die here, okay? I promised you, didn't I? By your side. Always.
I'm just...
I've grasped.
Your Majesty, the Imperial Army makes to retreat. As for that monster, it's disappeared.
Understood. After what happened to Edelgard, I dare say they had little choice.
We must treat your wounds, Your Majesty. They will only worsen without proper rest.
You needn't worry about me. The Empire is on the back foot. This is our chance. Secure Aryan Road at once!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Edelgard called my father's killer Thales.
Hey, Dimitri. I didn't catch more than a glimpse of the guy, but something's not sitting right with me. His power was so familiar. He might be another one. Like Tomas. And like me. How am I connected to them? Just what is this power I have?
I understand your concern, but my thinking remains unchanged from 2 years ago. Whatever the truth of your abilities may be, I trust you, and I will continue to do so. I only wish I had more to say than that. My apologies. Still, if your power truly is the same as that of Tomas or this Thales, then we may find that the questions hanging over the two of us share a single answer.
What do you mean?
Edelgard said it was Thales that murdered my father. Of course, it is the peak of folly to take an enemy's word at face value. But if she spoke true, then neither the Western Lords nor the Empire are the root of this strife. Another faction skulks in the shadows of Fodlan, bending matters to their will. And if we suppose Cornelia was party to Thales and his dark schemes, her actions become all the more explicable. I alone must bring light to this darkness.
You're doing it again. You don't hold a monopoly on revenge, you know. Or on truth-seeking for that matter.
I need to know what happened too. I need to face the reality of my past.
I'm in too. I want my father to finally have closure.
I know I don't have the same kind of shared history all of you do. But I do share your desire to know the truth. Both about myself and everything else.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Forgive me. For the time being...
Dimitri.
We have defended the fortress ably, but lost countless capable officers and soldiers in the process. Even I will need time to recover before I can wield my lance anew. Once we've secured the Silver Maiden, we'll return to the capital. Edelgard.
Are you certain? Most. Adrestia is yours to command in the Emperor's stead. None remain who can stop your ascension to the peak of this empire. And what says Her Majesty? Nothing at present. A grave injury suffered during the siege of Aryan Road has left her unable to speak. Come now, Duke. Haven't you always dreamt of saving your dear empire in its time of greatest need? Yes, you have a point. I will take up arms to solve this crisis. Under my rule, we shall crush the Kingdom and Alliance both, and unite all of Fodlan beneath the ever-majestic banner of Adrestia. The unfulfilled ambition of countless emperors past will be made manifest by none other than myself. Ludwig von Eyre, savior of the Empire. Then we will lift you up from the darkness, until the day you inevitably stumble back down.
Having driven off the Empire and defended Aryan Road, Vargas gains a distinct advantage on the Western Front, while the indisposed Emperor retreats to her palace in Enbar. Capitalizing on Edelgard's condition, control of Adrestia is wrested away by the now regent, Ire. However, the citizenry grows quickly resentful of his brutal manner of governance. Azure Gleam. Fanaticism. The year is 1182. 5 moons have passed since the battle at Aryan Road. While the war itself has changed little in this time, Adrestia has undergone a striking transformation. Its rivers run red with the blood of its citizens, who are beset by rampant pillage and slaughter. Dimitri resolves to kill the Emperor, dismantle Adrestia, and put an end to this grim reality.
Is this true, Lady Rhea?
It is. Edelgard told me as much before she left to deal with the upheaval in Enbar. Regent Volkard von Arundel was colluding with Tomas and his fellow knaves. For many years, Lord Arundel was a pious adherent to the Church and its teachings, until one day, his contributions abruptly ceased. Speaking of it now, I realize such a sudden change ought to have raised suspicion.
Just like Tomas, he became an entirely different person almost overnight. We had a similar occurrence in Fargus as well. Do you know of the court mage Cornelia?
The one who cured the plague, yes? So she too.
Indeed. I have reason to believe she conspired with Lord Arundel to murder my father. I had assumed them to be agents of the Empire, striving to sow discord within our lands. Yet, back at Aryan Road, the Emperor herself was assaulted by a dark mage who we can assume is in league with Tomas. Whoever these people are, they clearly have their own objectives in this conflict.
As for the man who appeared, Thales, was it? It seemed as though the Emperor recognized him.
Yes. She also claimed this Thales was the one responsible for my father's death. I find it difficult to take a bitter enemy's assertion as fact. But the pieces do fit.
Sorry, am I interrupting? It's been a while, Dimitri. Rhea?
That it has, Claude. I'm sorry you had to come all the way to Ferdiad for this.
That makes 2 of us. I can think of plenty of better places for a meeting than this chilly old capital of yours. Of course, I'm the one who asked to stop by in the first place. Thanks for seeing me, Dimitri. The Empire's sure been busy lately. An uprising over here, a siege over there. You'd think they'd get tired of causing so much chaos. But now they're looking to cross the Aramid and do the exact same in Alliance territory. I doubt it'll be long before we start getting hit with some serious losses. Which brings me to my point. What say we partner up and use our combined strength to bring the Empire down?
I am grateful to hear such a suggestion, Claude. Hardened as our soldiers may be, even the combined force of the Kingdom and the Knights of Seros pales in comparison to the staggering might of Adrestia.
If we ever hope to take their capital, we'll need to splinter their army between east and west. And, as Enbar lies in the southernmost reaches of the Empire, carving a path to it will not be an easy task.
I could get behind scattering their troops, but they've got a bear of a man in Count Burgley's defending their eastern flank. Passing through Hevring territory in the west won't be smooth sailing either. The Ogma Mountains aren't exactly what I'd call welcoming.
You're right. Any attempt at head-on assault will leave our forces depleted and exhausted before we even reach the capital.
But hey, you're in luck. I have a plan. A way we can target Enbar without so much hassle. All we have to do is claim one vital stronghold, and their sway in Fodlan will shrink dramatically. Any ideas what it is?
Garreg Mach.
Hey, you really know your stuff, Dimitri.
Garreg Mach is sacred to us. Reclaiming it would provide a significant boost to morale. But how do you propose we strike at such a well-fortified location?
We'll draw the Imperial Army out to our respective front lines, then launch a pincer attack on the old monastery from both the east and the west. It's not the fanciest plan in the world, but it's all we've got right now.
Then allow me to suggest an idea of my own. I believe we should approach by way of Aela. The valley is not closely guarded by the enemy, and its narrow paths negate any numerical advantage they may hold over us. If all three of us dispatch our best warriors, then I am certain we can retake Garreg Mach.
The Valley of Torment, huh? You're a better tactician than I gave you credit for, Rhea. How about this? First, we create a diversion by sending separate forces to the east and west and making it look like we aim for their capital. That'll split their focus. Then, when the time's right, we shift our attention to Garreg Mach, sending an army through the Valley of Torment to reclaim it.
The issue then becomes how to hold our ground on both the eastern and western fronts. The west does not concern me on its own, but we will have Count Burgley's to contend with in the east.
The trick is engaging the enemy as little as possible. And don't worry, I've got a few surprises up my sleeve if we need them.
The Knights of Seros may be few in number, but they are all the more agile for it. They will act separately, providing reinforcements wherever necessary.
Thank you, Lady Rhea. The support is much appreciated.
Tell me, Dimitri, are you gonna stay buddied up with the Central Church once this war is over?
My people still seek their guidance. So long as that is the case, I will continue to offer them shelter.
Meaning what? You'd toss them out on the street if nobody needed them anymore?
I doubt such a day would ever dawn. Territories may change, but people's hearts will always be stubborn things. Even if we started our own church like the Empire has, there's no guarantee our citizens would accept it in any timely manner, or at all. Let me ask you, Claude. How long do you plan to maintain this partnership with the Kingdom?
I hope we can keep this beautiful thing going for many years, long beyond the trouncing we're about to hand the Empire.
That glint in your eye says otherwise. But I'm glad to accept you as an ally, for the time being at least.
Come on, you can't seriously be doubting me already. Learn to trust a little, Dimitri. And speaking of trust, I trust you'll be throwing a big feast tonight to celebrate the occasion?
I can't wait to taste that old-fashioned Fargus hospitality.
Hard to believe it's already been 6 months since the siege back at Aryan Road.
Quite. It's no surprise we've been at a standstill, though. Both the Empire and Kingdom suffered heavy losses during the battle. But lucky for us, it seems the ice is finally thawing. Let's hope you've kept your wits as sharp as your blade all this time.
Ah, there you are.
Hey, what are they doing here?
Were you not made aware? Our fine leaders have seen fit to integrate our armies, as we'll be fighting on the same side from here forward. Claude was quite insistent on our joining you on the Western Front.
I just wish it wasn't so cold here. I can feel my muscles tightening up already.
Yes. I had hoped the cold would at least bring a picturesque snowscape with it, but alas.
I'm sorry to say we receive little snowfall in this part of the kingdom. I imagine our winters aren't all too dissimilar from those you experience in Leicester.
So, what would you like us to do?
Well, I guess there are 2 options. Either you all can stay on the front lines with us, or join the rear guard and help in a more indirect way.
Either is more than acceptable for us, though I should say our preference would be to fight by your side. If we fail to distinguish ourselves here, there will be no end to Claude's sarcastic wit upon our return.
Let's send them back to the rear guard. That'll let us be a little more flexible with our formations.
Agreed. We can discuss further with the others later, but it's safe to assume that is the direction we'll head.
Very well. Allow us to show you what Alliance soldiers are capable of.
Nice of Claude to be sending us back up.
Indeed. It's hard to know what their motivations may be, but we need all the help we can muster.
Your tone's telling a different story, though. What's up?
It's merely that we all have our own reasons for taking part in this fight. Everyone, Claude, Rhea, even us. Each side is watching the other like famished hawks for the slightest hint of foul play.
What? You mean there's more to this thing than just stopping the Empire?
Yes. For my part, I would like to uncover the true nature of this enemy hidden in the shadows of Fodlan. The Church likely wants little beyond the reclamation of Garreg Mach. As for Claude, who can say? Rodrigue should be joining us here in the coming month, after he's finished tying up loose ends in the West. But even as our numbers burgeon, we can't afford to lower our guard. The situation demands constant vigilance.
Hey, Dimitri. Aren't you supposed to be on break today? What's got you down?
It's nothing. I suppose I'm just finding it difficult to relax. It is vexing to no end to lay around doing nothing, while everyone else busies themselves with vital work.
Nobody's forcing you to take vacations or anything. We just want you to have a little break every now and again. Why are you so desperate to work anyway?
Because it is my duty. No. It is the only way I know how to live. As part of the royal bloodline, my life has never for a moment belonged to me. Not even at the instant of my birth. And as a survivor of that horrible tragedy, there are certain responsibilities only I can shoulder.
I get where you're coming from, I think. I felt the same way after my company got wiped out. Still, nothing's gonna go the way you want if you can't bring yourself to trust people who just want to help. And don't even try to tell me you'd be happy with that.
All I want is to ease the pain, both for those who perished that day and for those who yet live. I'm fully aware that I will need to make sacrifices if I ever hope to accomplish that goal. But I will not drag others into my own personal crusade. I won't let anyone else suffer. So, you see, it's better for me to carry the burden myself. And better for everyone else as well.
You say you don't want to see people suffer. But what about you, Dimitri? What about your pain? You don't have a hope in the world of caring for other people if you can't care for yourself first.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. And in truth, I don't know how to alleviate my own pain. I've never given the matter any thought. What would happiness even look like for me?
How can you not know something like that? Just think about it. What kind of things make you smile? Maybe when you finally conquer a tough rival? Or hold a banquet after surviving a dangerous battle?
I don't believe I bear the right to such happiness, but if that time were to come, it would be upon my death, having devoted my life to forming a peaceful kingdom full of joyful citizens.
Seriously? You can be downright dismal sometimes, you know that? Why is death the first thing that comes to mind when you think about being happy?
Dismal? Yes, perhaps you're right. But I find it difficult to consider anything else that may cause me joy.
Come on, nothing? What about ending this war quick and celebrating with all your friends? I'm sure Dedu and the others would whip up the grandest feast you've ever laid eyes on.
No, such revelry would be wasted on me. But I suppose seeing the smiles on everyone's faces would be enough.
Thanks for thinking of us, oh great king. But fine, if you want to carry your own burdens for the rest of your life, so be it. We'll just have to take extra good care of you, though, since you clearly won't do it yourself. For starters, you're gonna take a break, and by the goddess, you're gonna like it. Come on, Dimitri. We're gonna get you away from camp for a bit.
No words can express my gratitude.
What's wrong? Your footwork is even sloppier than usual.
You noticed that, huh? It's nothing. There's just been a lot on my mind lately is all. And I was kinda lost in thought when you lunged at me, so I couldn't really react too well.
Training isn't the time for idle contemplation. You're worthless as a sparring partner if you let your mind wander. Not to mention that you do the same thing in actual battles. Getting distracted when you're training is one thing. Do it out there, and the enemy will cut you down without hesitation. We've been through this before. If there's something on your mind, just come out with it already.
I was just thinking you have a pretty good read on me now, too.
It was obvious something was wrong from the way you were fighting. And this is just payback for last time, so no complaining.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not.
If you say so. There's still something I don't understand, though. Where did you learn to fight like that? You clearly don't move like a knight, but I've never seen a mercenary use those techniques either.
I guess you could say I taught myself. I didn't really have one teacher who showed me everything. If anything, I just kind of picked stuff up as I moved from one band of mercs to the next.
That explains it. I was wondering why your style was so hard to read. Both knights and mercenaries use a standard set of battle-tested tactics, a book they all play by. But you're not bound to any single convention. I suppose that's what I found strange.
Probably doesn't help that I don't have to draw my sword like everyone else. When I think about it like that, it might have been for the best that I taught myself instead of subscribing to a particular school of thought.
A unique style all your own. Fascinating. Teach me.
I'd be glad to, but I'm the only one who can use my sword. It won't be easy to replicate.
That's for me to decide. If nothing else, I can adapt your moves for my own purposes. The more styles I know, the better.
If you say so. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'll do what I can. Oh, and you can teach me in exchange. The more styles, the better, right? You fight sorta like a knight, but also sorta not. I mean that in a good way, of course. I'm not sure how to put it. It's almost like you react to the situation as it plays out. So, yeah. If we can combine our two styles somehow, I bet we'll both end up stronger for it.
Maybe so.
It's been a while since we sent that letter, but we still haven't received a response.
Yeah. We know the village chief got it, though. And we know he read it. The soldier who delivered it confirmed as much.
But he never wrote back. I wonder why.
Hard to say. Maybe he just doesn't want to get involved. Or maybe he doesn't remember us. Part of me almost wonders if my mom didn't make him promise not to tell me anything. Not that I have any proof she'd do that. It's too bad, you know? We should probably assume we're never getting a response and just leave it at that. And we don't have any other leads either, so there's not much point holding out hope. I mean, yeah, I want to know more about my mom, but it's not the end of the world if I can't. You had to give up learning about your parents too, right?
I did, but...
No matter what kind of past my mom had, she'll always be my mom. And I'll always be me. I know that she put every bit of herself into raising me, and that's what matters. There's nothing more important than that in my book.
You're right. Whatever your parents did before they had you, and wherever they are now, they'll always be your parents.
Glad you understand. And hey, not knowing the truth lets me make up all sorts of stories about her in my head.
Oh, you mean like imagining she was actually a high-ranking noble, forced into obscurity?
Not a bad idea, but not totally original either. I was thinking more along the lines of a legendary knight, known throughout every inch of Fodlan. Or maybe a mysterious adventurer who came from somewhere far beyond its borders.
That would be incredible if it were true. And it would certainly explain why she was so knowledgeable. Still, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the end.
It's all good, Ash. Without you, I never would have spent all this time thinking about my mom and who she really was. So even though we came up empty-handed, I'd say the journey itself was entirely worth it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I should probably get going. Just remembered I've got a huge to-do list and not nearly enough time to do it. See ya!
Huh? I could have sworn I saw the commander here a moment ago.
Oh, you just missed them. I can take a message if you want, though.
In that case, please deliver this letter.
He's making a run for it, Felix! Don't let him get away!
Not a chance. He's mine!
Nice work out there. It's a real confidence boost knowing you have my back.
I could say the same for you. Now that I know your style better, I have less trouble predicting your movements.
Glad to hear it. Guess you must have a pretty good read on me by now, huh?
On your sword, perhaps?
There you go again. You know, I've gotten a good grasp on the way you think. It's like you decide on a role for yourself, then do whatever you can to see it through. Of course, the role changes depending on the situation and who's fighting beside you. Sometimes you attack, sometimes you defend. It's incredible just how versatile you are.
No need for compliments. That's simply how I was taught to be.
Really? By who?
My father. He may prefer a spear or magic, but he's more than capable with a sword in his hands too.
Right. Makes sense it'd be Rodrigue. His weapon of choice might be different, but he adapts himself to the flow of battle just as well as you do. Probably better, actually.
The style didn't start with him, though. It's something the leaders of our house have passed down throughout the ages. House Fraldarius has been the king's lance and shield for generations. Ever since the time of Kaifin, sworn friends of the great King Lu. At times, we've been sent to defeat the crown's enemies. At others, we've held back to defend the throne. I admit the style has its uses, idiotic history of blind faith aside.
Huh. So that's why you fight the way you do. You're indispensable, Felix. Not just to Dimitri, but to everyone else, too.
I suppose if I'm a lance and shield, you would be like some kind of projectile, an arrow or a stone.
You're saying I'm good at taking the enemy by surprise, right? You sure could learn to be more direct with your compliments, you know?
You can interpret it that way if you want. In any case, you're just as important to this army as I am. Between that sword of yours and the way you can shapeshift, nobody ever knows what you'll do next. Some might say your powers are dangerous, but I think they provide the perfect element of surprise.
Huh. Glad to hear you say so.
There's one fault I can't get past, though. You can never stay focused during battle. It's almost like you're talking to someone while you fight. Someone in your head that... Hey, what's with the smile?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm just really happy we've gotten to know each other so well. Only a true friend would be that open with their criticism. Thanks, Felix.
Say what you will. That's the last piece of advice I'm ever giving you.
He wasn't really mad, was he? It's so hard to tell sometimes.
Today's training was a total mess. My feet are killing me.
We need to stay in peak shape, though. You never know when we might get tossed into a battle.
True. We've got to be ready for anything.
Mercedes? You daydreaming again? Gotta say, you've been acting all kinds of weird lately.
Have I? I feel perfectly fine, I assure you.
You sure? Back when we had that tea party, you looked so... I don't know... sad.
I suppose I can't hide anything from you. Things like tea parties with dear friends, or seeing the trainees work so hard to improve. It reminds me of how things were before the war, if just for a moment.
You mean back at the academy?
Yes, and before that, when I lived with my mother and my little brother. It also reminds me of the time I spent studying with friends at the School of Sorcery in the capital. Things may not have been easy then, but I would give anything to return to those days.
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen you get this sentimental about something.
The feeling surprises even me. All my years, I've gone wherever the current of life chose to sweep me. In truth, I used to think nothing ever went precisely how I wanted it to. But looking back now, I realize just how joyous all those moments really were. And yes, I'm aware it isn't good to dwell so heavily on the past, but I can't seem to help myself.
There's no going back in time, though. It's better to focus your energy on the things you can control right now, in the present. Sure, we're smack dab in the middle of a war, but that doesn't mean you can't find joy in your day-to-day life. So keep pushing, and make the kind of decisions future Mercedes will look back on and be proud of.
Thank you, truly. You're such a strong person.
Still, you shouldn't keep all your emotions bottled up like that. We might not go back to the peace of the old days anytime soon, but we can still have tea parties. I'm always here to listen if you ever need to get something off your chest, Mercedes.
You mean that? I'm so glad to hear it. In that case, why don't we have one right now?
Sure, I don't mind. But why now?
Because I used the money I'd been saving up to buy some more ingredients. Remember how we were talking about all those different kinds of delicious fruit desserts before? Well, I went ahead and whipped some up.
I can never turn down an invitation like that. Can't wait to see what you came up with.
My apologies, Felix. Am I getting in the way of your work?
No, I just finished up. What do you need?
I picked this up on the training grounds. I think it might be yours.
Hey, that's my brother's spur. I thought I'd lost it.
I ran around asking all the knights who it belonged to. The royal crest made it seem important. You really should take better care of it. Didn't Glenn receive this as a gift from the late king?
Yup.
Don't shrug me off like that. I am surprised. You never struck me as the type to keep such a memento with you.
Guess I thought it might come in handy someday.
Whatever you say. Just make sure you don't misplace it again.
Ingrid. Wait.
Yes?
You should have it.
Excuse me? Absolutely not. I could never accept something so precious.
When my brother was appointed by the king, who do you think he told first? It wasn't me or my father. It was you. So take it.
But
If you want the truth, I always planned to give it to you anyway. I just never found the right time.
Well, if you insist, then I accept. Thank you, Felix.
But don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing this so you can go drown yourself in grief.
Oh, I am very much aware. I know full well how much you detest such displays of sentimentality. I should get going. I have a meeting to attend. Farewell, Felix.
What are you doing up so late, Mercy?
I was having trouble sleeping. You too, Annie?
Yup. I'm just so nervous about our battle tomorrow.
Perhaps we should chat for a while to ease our nerves.
That's a great idea. It reminds me of when we were students at the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad.
When we shared a room and would stay up chattering until dawn?
Exactly. It feels like that was forever ago.
So much has happened in the meantime. We enrolled in the Officers' Academy, the war began.
But we've stuck together through it all, even after classes were suspended. Of course, I'm so clumsy I felt like I was always getting in people's way while we were there. I couldn't have gotten through all this without you by my side.
And I've relied on you just as much. In fact, it often feels like you're the one who's constantly coming to my aid lately. Remember when I got stuck in that bandit's trap? I thought I was done for, but you came to my rescue.
Well, I wasn't gonna leave you in a bandit trap. Although, I just ended up falling right in and getting wounded myself. I was so desperate to save you, I wasn't paying attention to what was around me. If not for you healing me, I don't know what would have happened.
Well, we worked together and made it back in one piece, so all's well that ends well.
You know, I think we've always been like this. I feel like I can overcome anything so long as I'm with you.
And I feel the same. I hope we will be friends forever.
Oh, for sure! We'll be best friends until we're a couple of wrinkled old grannies. There are so many things I want to do with you, and so many places I want to go. I don't care if we're strolling through Deirdre or just window shopping. Everything's better with you.
I would love to go shopping in the capital, and then later... Say, Annie, why don't we wait to talk about this until the war is over?
What? Why?
Because then we can each write down things we want to do as we think of them, and then show our list to each other afterward. Doesn't that sound fun?
That sounds very fun. We can even compete to see who has the longest list. I'm gonna scribble all my plans down as soon as I get back to my room so I don't forget.
But won't that keep you up longer?
Oh, right. My insomnia. You were so busy chatting, I forgot all about it. Thanks, Mercy. I feel a lot better now.
My sentiments exactly. Good night, Annie. I'll see you tomorrow.
What's the matter, Ingrid? You sound exhausted.
Oh, it is just that my father's work never ends. Writing battle reports, explaining our Pegasus maintenance costs. There's always something that needs doing. I'm impressed that you, Felix, and His Majesty managed to stay on top of it all.
Are you sure you're okay, Ingrid?
It isn't like you to be so worried.
Perhaps I'm simply not suited for desk work. Ugh, I sound pathetic.
Well, that's my cue to pitch in and help out by treating a lovely lady to a fine meal.
I thought you'd sworn off such flirtatious nonsense.
Can't you just accept a generous offer for once instead of immediately disparaging the giver?
Maybe you're right. In that case, I accept. I reached a good stopping point anyway, so I may as well eat on your coin. Phew. It has been some time since I've eaten this much. I've been so busy lately, my meals have consisted of whatever quick snack I can scrounge up in the moment.
Well, that makes the incredibly hefty bill worth it. Also, it's been a while since I've been able to watch you eat. I think I kind of missed it.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Sorry, that came out all wrong. What I meant to say was that it's a relief to finally see you enjoy a decent meal. I mean, we're basically family, you know? And I'm sure Felix and Dimitri would feel the same way.
Is that so?
When we were talking earlier, you said something about how a person can't cling to the past forever. Well, I think that's why it makes us so happy when we realize some things never change.
Some things never change, huh? Hold on. That means you were still gawking at me as I ate.
Yeah, but can you blame me? You are a fascinating eater. I mean, you're normally really serious, but when you eat, it's like your entire face lights up.
Do you even hear yourself? Yes, well, speaking of things that never change, I thought of an even more important one.
What's that?
Our friendship. The way we're there for each other through thick and thin. Even if our relationship changes, we will always hold each other dear.
Okay, that line is way too cheesy. Who taught you to say that? What rogues have you been hanging out with?
Stop complaining and come with me. I want to buy some treats for everyone.
I'd follow you to the ends of the earth, my lady.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
This reminds me of Garrick Mock. Catherine and I used to eat together all the time. Yes, those were fine days spent basking in the glow of the knights, the church, and Lady Rhea.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
A little sugar would balance this dish nicely. Perhaps some spice as well.
We could always try it later. The three of us would make an incredible chef trio.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
This is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
Wow, this is great. I wish all the food in Fargus was a little more like this stuff.
I wonder, why is our cuisine so unappealing? Is it the spices we use? Or perhaps the ingredients themselves?
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
This is heavenly! You can really never get enough of your favorite foods.
Not a fan of Fargus cuisine? I think it's fine enough myself.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
My, this is heavenly. You're quite the cook.
I could scarf down some seconds, no problem. Maybe even thirds.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Hey, what are the words to that song again? Something about an eagle and a lion flying through the sky?
A flying lion? Pretty sure I know the song you're talking about, but those definitely ain't the lyrics I've heard. The one I know is about some horse with a human face running through the greenest grass you ever did see.
Now that you mention it, that does sound familiar. What a weird thing to sing about. I wonder who wrote it.
Yeah, this isn't working.
You can say that again. I finally finished rewriting the lyrics and everything, but they aren't catching on. Not at all.
I've even heard people theorizing that the horse with a human face is some kind of grand metaphor. You know, since he's a mix of human wisdom and a horse's pure strength, the song is saying that the brave warrior who possesses both will win in the end. Or that the horse is some kind of messenger sent by the goddess to punish sinners.
Why did it come to this? I didn't have any of that stuff in mind when I was writing it. I just wanted to sing about a knight rushing through an open field. And then I snuck in a tiny bit of Dusker mythology that Dedu told me about.
Not sure how you got from that to a song about a horse with a human face.
I already told you that's not what it is! It's a mythological warrior being from Dusker legend.
All right. Either way, everyone obviously prefers the original version. So, all's well that ends well, right? They say once people hear a song, it's out of the composer's hands forever. The author is dead, all that stuff.
I know you're just saying all this to make me feel better.
Well, yeah, I can't deny that. Sorry, Annette. But it's true that there's nothing you can really do now. Even if you write totally new lyrics and sing them for the whole army, there's no guarantee they'll get as big as the ones that are already out there.
You have a point, but still.
Listen, Annette. Songs have a lot of power. They help people in need, give them courage when they're down on their luck. And if you ask me, I think yours could inspire our troops out on the battlefield too.
I don't know.
Hey, what even is a human-faced horse anyway? Is it some kind of monster?
Ain't no monster I've ever heard of. Maybe it's a horrible beast that comes crawling up out of the bowels of the earth.
Don't say stuff like that. You're gonna ruin a perfectly happy song.
Aww.
Hey, Dedu. It looked like you were having some trouble out there during training today. All good?
It is not uncommon. Many soldiers do not think highly of me.
Why's that?
As you know, I am from Dusker. Relations with my home have improved now that His Majesty has taken the throne, but many still hold misgivings about fighting beside someone like me.
I don't really care myself, but I can get why it might bother some people. Especially if they had family or friends who died in Dusker. That's not something you can just move on from.
And now I am among the Royal Guard, an honor often reserved for the children of nobles. As I am neither noble nor knight, many are displeased at my position.
Yeah, that kind of stuff always makes people jealous. I've got tons of rumors flying around about me, too. Not that I blame them. I was just a regular merc, plucked off the street and into the officers' academy just because I happened to bump into Dimitri. All of it was a lucky break, if you ask me. Kinda natural it would get under people's skin.
True. We are both here due to happenstance involving His Majesty. It is in the nobility's instinct to resent us for claiming their rightful roles. Missing out due to sheer luck is cruel indeed.
I'm sure Dimitri's got his hands full balancing it all, too. One wrong move, and we could be faced with a full-on rebellion. But you know, I think there's an easy way to solve this. We just have to prove we're both capable leaders, that we deserve people's support. It's like I said before, as long as we get results, trust and respect will follow. Even the biggest skeptics will have to throw their weight behind us if we can show we have what it takes.
Something you learned as a mercenary.
Yep. There was this thief we had in our company, real shady guy. Nobody trusted him. But he did his work just as well as anyone else. And before long, everyone had pretty much warmed up to him. After a year or so, even I was joking around with him like he was an old friend.
He won your trust.
Mm-hmm. Of course, we didn't know for sure he wouldn't just run off with all our stuff one night. But that's why people like you are so valuable. You know, people who keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
I see.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk your ear off.
No, I appreciate it. I will try to follow your advice.
I've been waiting for you.
I have an idea.
I was thinking... Great. Let's get started.
Now then. Impressive.
Hey!
Oh. Let's see.
Uh-huh. Hey, thanks for the invite. Where are we off to? Where to? Do you want to keep going deeper? I'm worried we'll get lost if we go too far in. What if we told each other secrets? Like, oh, is there someone you like? Come on, tell me! I never really get to relax on my days off. I'm so indecisive that I spend all my time thinking about what to do instead of actually doing it. Nice one! I'd love to visit Deirdre over in Leicester sometime. I hear the shopping there is to die for. Well, my cousin Simon's not a bad person or anything, but once he got it in his head that he was going to be a traveling minstrel, nobody could talk him out of it. Uh-huh. Thanks for that. I can't remember the last time I had so much fun.
Come here a sec. It's you. It's you.
Got a second? So the story is...
Sorry to keep you waiting. Where are we off to? I will accompany you. This place is gorgeous. Where did you learn of it? Felix and His Majesty perform all their duties with such grace and skill. I can only hope to do the same myself. If we can't bring an end to this war, our dream of a prosperous Fargus will remain just that. Have you ever read any chivalric romance? They're stories about the most heroic knights in the world. I'm sure you could find one you're interested in. The story goes... I don't see the point in makeup personally, though I will wear some when the situation calls for it. When I see what the Leicester and Adrestian armies wear, I can't help but wonder how they don't get cold during the winter. I think I see. Right. No. Right. Is everything all right? Well, this was lovely. Thank you again for inviting me.
Hey, Ingrid. Glad I tracked you down. Have you ever heard of Tobias's mercenaries?
What an odd question. Tobias, The name does sound familiar somehow.
Huh. I thought everybody knew about them. Captain Burling must have exaggerated that part. Anyway, they were a big mercenary group my old captain used to be in when she was a kid. Apparently their leader, Tobias, was so loyal to one of the local lords that he was practically an honorary advisor.
Strange. I thought mercenaries kept interactions with their employers strictly business.
Most do. But not only did these mercs fight for this lord, they pitched in building the castle town, too. They even went so far as to trade their swords and bows for hoes and pitchforks, and tilled the barren land for the farmers of the region. And they opened up shops in town when the lord was going through some financial troubles.
It sounds like they went far beyond what is expected of most mercenaries. Unless... is that something you all do?
Oh, not at all. We're fighters through and through. Nobody in their right mind would ask us to drop everything to become farmers or merchants. Basically, both the mercenaries and the Lord were doing stuff way different from how they normally do.
Yes, of course. A bunch of sellswords planting seeds and tending a shop is certainly unheard of.
In the end, this captain grew so close to the noble of the region that people started calling him the Lord's right-hand man. I guess my point is, it doesn't matter what you are. Mercenary, knight, noble, you aren't tied to any one role just because of the title you hold. Even battle-hardened mercs can end up as farmhands if that's what the client calls for. And if that's possible, surely a noble can do anything they want too.
True enough. That ties into our conversation from before as well. Thank you. I will give the matter some thought.
Good. I know it won't be easy to find the answer, but I'm here to bounce ideas off if you ever need it. And no matter what, I'm just glad my old captain's story actually helped you. All this stuff about Tobias and his mercenaries really caught me off guard the first time I heard it.
You were right about that. But, I cannot shake the feeling that this Tobias person is familiar somehow. Wait! I remember now. I believe the noble in your story may have actually been my grandmother.
Really? The last head of House Galatea?
Yes. I don't remember very well since I was still so young, but I recall she had a friend by the name Tobias. Though I find it difficult to believe the old man I knew was once a strapping mercenary captain.
If it really was him, he must have climbed the ranks even further than I realized. I mean, not just anyone can meet a noble's family like that. Who would have thought this old story would hit so close to home?
Certainly not me.
Time to work you into shape.
wonder if this will suit me.
My interest... Once...
This strength.
I've grown.
Can't let my...
I can't...
I'll use the... I hope I... I'm getting better.
I'll grow as...
Mike and...
They say.
Had I such...
That felt good. Let's do it again.
No.
The more power...
Time to work you into shape.
New way to fight?
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
How long are you going to keep staring blankly like an idiot? You should eat.
You're right. My apologies.
Let me guess, you're in a tizzy about how best to make use of the Church's forces. Or maybe you're just worried about how our forces will survive the winter. Well, knock it off. A good leader knows when to let their vassals do the worrying for them.
Is that why you left your uncle in charge of House Fraldarius?
Yes. Though I've been returning to the territory the moment any issues arise with his governance.
And your mother? Is she in good health? I imagine it's difficult to manage all the family squabbles on her own.
Oh, she's fine. She's good at that sort of thing. I actually think she likes it. I suggest you focus on your own issues for once, instead of worrying about everyone else.
I'm not sure that's possible. Oh, but that does remind me. I hear the Knights wanted to hold a joint training session.
Forget it. You'll never change. I'd tell you to stop brooding so much, but I'd be wasting my breath.
I cannot afford to lose this war, Felix. I must protect the kingdom. I must avenge the fallen. Each day, we draw ever closer to those who pulled the actual strings. I've already punished any who knew of the plan and did nothing, as well as a number of middle-rank conspirators. But it isn't enough. There are still those who must answer for this crime with their lives.
You are a book with one chapter and no ending. What will you do when you actually have this revenge of yours?
I don't know. But if I can quell their grief and their hate, it will be enough. Do you hate me, Felix? After all, I saw Glenn die. I watched it and could do nothing. His end lies on my shoulders.
That's enough. I don't hate you, okay? You weren't responsible for any of that. I didn't die for your sake. They made their own choices of their own free will. Don't be so conceited.
But surely they didn't want to die. Yet they did so to protect me. Me. I am undeserving of such sacrifice.
I told you to quit brooding and eat. Your food's going to rot if you wait any longer.
Yes, of course.
I carry a little of everything here.
again soon.
Well, well. Hello, you. Come back soon, all right?
Here, son. Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? See you around.
Welcome. Come back soon.
My instruction comes at a high price.
This'll help me break new boundaries.
I can't wait to test my newfound strength.
I'm getting better.
I could use this.
Hey, I'm getting better.
I'm a better man now than I was 5 minutes ago.
I think I've learned something new.
I'll be able to help even more now.
How can I best use this power?
Yeah, look at that.
For His Majesty.
Don't neglect your daily studies.
Hey there. Need something? See you around. Hey there. Need something? Is this it? 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 See you around.
I carry a little of everything here.
Hope to see you again soon.
Well, well. Hello, you. Come back soon, all right?
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hunger is the trick. Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
We'll handle this together.
Come on, we'll do it together.
We all must do our fair share.
Time to work you into shape.
You'll be my partner today, Felix? No need to hold back then.
Right. Just don't go so hard you wreck the training grounds. Other people use this place, you know. Some things you can't learn on your own.
I'm a better man now.
Training can be the... Can't wait to see how you do.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.